Government incentives for startups. Malta Enterprise, a government entity, has a number of attractive schemes aimed at making it easier for startups in AI, big data, quantum technology, and IoT to relocate or co-locate in Malta. Anthony David Gutt, Malta Enterprise.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and again, welcome to the show. I'm amongst the first Maltese also to be on stage, so I feel that is my responsibility to welcome you not just to the show, but to our island, to Blockchain Island, and explain a bit further to you all what the Maltese economy looks like, and then going also into a bit of detail about what Malta Enterprise, the corporation that I represent, has in store for you. But basically, let me start with the presentation, if we manage to get that on. A couple of slides back. So, Malta, a vibrant economy, open for business. This is the way that Malta is presenting itself to the world, as a space where you as entrepreneurs can come to, can discuss with the executive authorities, can sit down and have an actual help in setting your business here. Carla Marivella was just on stage, decides to brand Malta Enterprise as the welcoming party. And that's what we are. We are the welcoming party. Malta Enterprise is the government corporation sitting under the Ministry of Economy that helps incoming FDI, but also is there to help already established businesses in Malta, be them Maltese-owned or foreign-owned here in Malta. But let me go into my presentation to give you a bit of a background of the Maltese economy and also our standing in the world. So our strategic location, obviously the majority of you flew in. You saw that we are spam in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. That has been very important for us through the ages to have all those shipping routes passing by, all the commerce passing through these routes, but it also is important nowadays also in your business because we are very well connected, still being an island. The fact that we are an island should not discourage you from looking at Malta as your headquarters, as a space where you have a productive enterprise developing. Next year, in fact, Malta will be more connected to European locations than Heathrow. Imagine that. So that is the level of connection. And on the manufacturing side, which is not obviously the topic of today, but there are a lot of connections as well via through shipping, through our free port. So our location is one of our added pluses alongside our human resource. Moving on so that we don't waste time. A bit of statistics in relationship with European Union. So yes, we are full members since 2004, but above and beyond that, we are also euro. We use the euro as our national currency, and we're also members of Schengen. These elements can be, again, of added value if you look at Malta as an actual operative jurisdiction. Moving on, the point of the slide is the resilience of our economy. We're not just based on one or two sectors. You can look at aviation, education, energy, financial services, a very important sector for us. Obviously tourism, but also digital games, pharmaceuticals, high-tech manufacturing. We have a number of very important manufacturers that use Malta for import, for re-export their products all around the world. ST Microelectronics, Methode, Playmobil, Lufthansa. These are some of the big names that use the Maltese human resource to provide value to their product here and also as part of their group. Moving on to some statistics, not to bore you this morning, hopefully I won't bore you to that, but quickly, real GDP growth, unemployment, employment growth, GDP per capita, these are the indicators that people around the world look at to see if an economy is healthy or not. And thankfully, because of a lot of hard work from all involved, Malta is achieving great results. Also, A ratings from the credit rating agencies as well. Moving on, just a couple of real-world comparisons. the healthcare system, the internet bandwidth per user, which is very important as an additional infrastructure for blockchain, for digital games, from iGaming. So just a quick snapshot of that. Moving on to Malta digital innovation. Digital innovation, why digital innovation? It didn't come out of thin air. We are not in blockchain island because of a coincidence. We had Maltese entrepreneurs working in software development and the traditional IT sector, and that have then roped in international players when we were avant-gardist in legislating for our iGaming sector, the betting, gambling, online sector. The financial services industry also was an important player that led us to this blockchain island of today. But there was a robust ICT infrastructure. What can you do without that? And we're looking at continue improving that. There, as I just said, we were undisputed frontrunners in the iGaming sector. And there's all these elements that come to our aid in creating this blockchain island. In fact, there was a number of Maltese entrepreneurs and also entrepreneurs from the iGaming industry that were part of the initial community that pushed this blockchain island. Moving on, Malta, blockchain island. It's not just blockchain island, however. We're looking at continuing the continued advance of our positioning around the world on innovative technologies. You may call it disruption, you may call it transformation. But yes, Malta wants to be avant-gardist. And this is showcased by the 3 pieces of legislation that you will have a full day hearing details about. But basically, it's bringing the virtual currencies world with the DLT world together, offering a safe space, a legal jurisdiction that embraces, and not just embraces with words, embraces with legislation, and embraces also with government offering services on the blockchain to our Maltese citizens as well. So what has happened over the last months as Malta Enterprise as well? We have collaborated with all the relevant players on the island, be them people like Eman that has brought together this fabulous show today, and hats off to him, but also internally within government with Silvio Scambri, the junior minister responsible for the sector, with the MFSA, the Financial Services Authority, that is responsible from the fintech financial services side, and also the newly created MDIA, Malta Digital Innovation Agency, that has been created, tasked to take care of the certification on the DLT side. And we have met many of you here. I'm very happy to see faces that I've seen before, people I've met before from all parts of the world, from Argentina to China, from Slovenia from all over the world. We have met and we have learned. Personally, technically, I'm still a student in his primary years in this field, but through the conversations with yourselves, we have learned. And we have learned, and not just to say it today, but we have also some products for you. If you're a startup and you're looking to come to Malta and operate in Malta as a jurisdiction, we are in the business of creating quality jobs, high adding value jobs here on the ground. That's what being the blockchain island means. We're not just here for the jurisdiction part, we want to create value. And if you're a startup and you're looking to come to Malta, and we're proud to be sponsoring the Startup Village just outside of these doors as Malta Enterprise, we can help you with a loan mechanism. A loan mechanism that can go up to 200,000 euros as a loan, repayable over a period of 10 years, starting with a 3% interest rate, with a mechanism of paid-up share capital matching, 1:1. I'll spare you the details now, but please come by our stand, just outside here as you turn on the right, or upstairs near the Investors Lounge, so that we can discuss further. We will have a team of 15 people here going around and giving you the answers that you need. Quickly, investment aid tax credits. There's also fiscal incentives that we can discuss. So this is the second product. And finally, highly qualified personnel engaged by the company, personal tax. So this is the personal tax incentive. If you're looking to employ people on the ground and you will manage to find many of your roles here on the ground, but you miss that particular role, that is crucial for your profitability, and you need to import that talent, we can help that individual with his personal tax, deducting his personal tax to just 15%. But the ticker is closing on to close my presentation. Final thoughts. I wish you all a successful event where you can meet here in this room and the 5,000 people that will be roaming in these corridors. There are amongst the world's top innovators, because this technology, blockchain, that we're all trying to understand, is what it is. It's a technology, alongside many others, which will crucially change the world, transform, disrupt, take to new levels. And the solutions and the propositions that we have heard from people coming to Blockchain Island have been amazing. And you are positioned at the best time, at the best stage, to make use of those connections. So enjoy the show. Please pass by our stands so that we can discuss further. But most importantly, thank you to Eman, to Dennis, and to Carla Marie for making this happen, and all the team, obviously. Thank you so much.